What up, party people?
Oh, that is.
Mike and Dan's Popcorn Stand. And we got a different person that's not Mike up in this bitch. It's Truxy.
Hello.
So, what up, girl? We talk about you all the damn time. Now you're finally on here. And now we gotcha.
I actually don't feel like I'm mentioned very often. The only one that I noticed was the chicken water one. Oh,
Mm,
and y'all complaining about Studio 709.
no, we didn't complain. You complained. You said that the whole world was gonna find out where you live because we said 709 Seattle.
Well, in a previous podcast, Michael had mentioned West Seattle. So now you're narrowing it down.
So, so yeah, like he also said, one of the two apartment complexes that go up to 7 floors, which is not even the case. 709, they're gonna know exactly which is yours, but they know where I live too, number 16.
Did you mention the city though?
I just said Washington State.
There you go. Well, thank you for inviting me onto the podcast. I will be replacing Michael today.
Yeah, he had a long day at the office. So dude needs he needs a little breather. Go grab himself a brewski and just kick back with old Trev.
It's a real shame though, because I wanted to hear him go off on the his pet peeves about people in front of the elevator.
I know that's kind of his thing. Should we? We'll save it. We'll save it.
I'll
We'll
say
save
that.
that one. But that did get me thinking, though. It was my own thing, so I'll let him say his. I'll say mine.
Hmm.
So they were talking about, shit that grinds your gears,
Hmm.
and that made me start thinking about. Because I was in the parking lot the other day. I was at the store. Oh my god, it pissed me off when like you're in a parking lot at the store. So like there's always pedestrians, there's people walking around and shit. When they walk diagonally with you and just don't fucking cross. And then you're on their ass driving, but then they look back at you like you're the asshole.
Yeah. So along those lines, people who walk just in the middle and literally are just fucking oblivious. They apparently can't hear your car and they don't move.
So no attempt to even cross whatsoever.
No,
At least
yeah.
the diagonal people are going
Somewhere.
somewhat towards the other side, but that's just right in the middle, huh?
I also once in a parking lot, you know those assholes that will, I'm pretty sure this is illegal, where they will drive diagonally like through parking spots that are empty.
Yeah.
I actually got hit one time in high school that way. I'm pretty
What?
sure she was stoned though, because she got out and she was just like, "Oh, so sorry. I didn't even see you." And I was like, "I'm in a
Fucker
blue
came out of
car,
nowhere.
stopped at a stop sign. Like, how did you not see me?"
So like this person was driving through the parking lot, like through the spaces and everything,
Yeah,
and just
just stopped at a stop sign. I was behind another car that was stopped, so and I could literally see her coming, and I was like, "That chick is gonna hit me," because I had nowhere to go. I was stopped behind another car.
I just kept going and rammed ya.
Yeah, except she was only going like 5 miles per hour. So no cops were called. There was no damage because she hit me going so slow.
You didn't even get any money or anything?
Mm, no.
Were you high?
I
Oh fuck, we're both high, so we better not.
no, I wasn't high. But I'm pretty sure I would not have gotten any money from that person. She looked very poor.
What was she driving?
I don't know, like some piece of shit beater car. I don't even remember.
What were you driving?
It was a 1998 Toyota RAV4.
I don't even know what that looks like, but I'll assume I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah.
1994. What the hell? My phone's not even working right now.
Studio 709 strikes again.
Yeah, I think it was this crazy beat that I started off with. It like fucking jammed my phone up or something. What the hell? My phone's not working at all.
Okay, since your phone's not working, I'm sure other people can look up.
No, I want to know what this thing looks like. All right, it's working now. Okay, a Toyota RAV4 1994.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a 98.
Oh, well, 90s. Toyota RAV4.
Those vehicles
They're still
are.
continuing them to this day. It says the RAV4 2019.
Oh no, the 2019 ones are awesome.
Oh, wait, those are the one you're telling me about?
Yeah, they
All
look
right.
dope.
All right, let me see what this one looks like. Oh, okay. I can see what you're talking about. That kind of like that Subaru Crosstrek thing.
2019 one.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a Crosstrek and a 4Runner had a baby.
That was your description earlier.
I'm
What'd you
not
say?
mad at that.
90 what?
98. Pretty sure it was a 98.
Oh, yikes. That.
Let me see.
I think it was like a bubble. Is that what you tried?
Yeah, it was a 4-door version, and it was a stick shift.
That thing?
Yeah, that
That?
that exact car.
She didn't see that just in the parking lot.
Nope. Dude, those little things though are one like driving a golf cart or sorry, a go-kart. They're pretty fun,
It looks like
but also
just like a giant Subaru Outback or something.
oh, it kind of does. I could see that. Yeah, those cars are awesome though. They're little beaters. Like that car went through hell. My brother wrecked it. I definitely wrecked it. It got a new transmission. Like, I mean, it was awesome. It's still running to this day.
Nice. Wait, right now it's still in the family?
No, my dad sold it a few years ago, but as far as I know, it's still,
It's still chugging along.
yeah.
All right, so we spoke before, and I told you you need to come with something.
Okay, so
What you got?
we were disgusting. Oh, sorry, disgusting.
Disgusting.
I
We
mean,
were so disgusting.
I mean, this story is kind of disgusting in the long run too. So Dan was talking about
I can't wait.
Dan was talking about how he wanted to go to a chiropractor,
Yes.
which then jogged a memory.
Oh.
In high school, I took a weightlifting class, and the man who taught this weightlifting class was also, I think, the football coach. But he, I guess, had worked at a chiropractor office.
Chiropractor-ing is the technical term. Chiropractor-ing.
Is that okay?
It's science, whatever.
So he had worked at a chiropractor's office at some point in his life. So he said. I didn't fact check. I was like 16. So he would offer to like crack my back and my neck. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And it felt really, really good. And so he would always do this after a weightlifting class. Michael's face. I think he thinks the story is going into a different direction, but I swear it's not.
He is here though. He's just not recording.
Correct. So, he would crack my back or my neck, and I was all about it. It was totally professional and appropriate. He wasn't weird about it or anything.
I'm trying to meet this dude.
But
Oh shit, okay.
so one day, like I'd already graduated, I think. I hear in the news that he, I guess, caught his wife cheating on him. And then he went to confront his wife and the boyfriend.
He shot him.
I don't think so. He got into a fight, and the wife pulled out a gun.
Oh fuck! So there was a gun involved.
Yes, but the wife pulled out the gun, and I know for a fact he got arrested, but I think she might have gotten arrested too. But so along also those lines is when I realized I should bring up high school stories, like fucked up stories like that involve teachers though.
That one actually just reminded me of one. Fuck! I can't remember. There was I don't know if he was the teacher or something. I think he went home. The dude, like, this shit made like news back home. Fuck, I can't remember who he was though. I remember being like a cool teacher or whatever, but like the dude went home and his same thing, his wife, but this was cheating on him. I think he caught like both of them, and the dude actually, like, he pulled out a shotgun. It was like a fucking like a standoff. Like the
What?
cops were in, like there was the helicopter. You could see this shit from like the sky looking down.
Holy shit.
So like I don't even care to say this out loud. It was on the news. It was, and then of course, you know, people putting this shit all over like Facebook and all that. So me like not even dropping names, not even saying where I went to high school or anything. Like these other people had no shame. They were like, I can't even remember the name or who it was, but these people were like, oh yeah, Mr. So and so. Like that was like this dude is holed up in his house and he's got a shotgun and he's like holding them hostage and the cops are there.
Oh wow.
Or maybe I just made this up. I don't know. No. Like this happened. People, I'm telling you, people were like posting this shit all over the internet.
I will kill you if you ever talk about some made up story again.
No. Like this really happened. I just can't remember like the who it was though.
That's okay. You
But I
don't need
kind
to
of
drop
remember
names.
like it was like it was like a like one of like the cool teachers, I believe. Like
It's always the cool ones though.
but you know, I mean, dude was just like acting out. Like it was like he got like, you know, like that's pretty fucked up. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, I think it's funny too. Like the people that I did go to high school with, like they no fucking shame. Like
I
they
mean,
are reposting, posting. Like they took like straight from the news, like their report, like are putting it all over online and like all this.
I mean, if it's on the news and
Yeah.
it's
So
public
you're not at
record,
fault. Like you are not at fault for
no, yeah.
like redoing it. Like the news like I put you on the spot. I'm just simply
Yeah, you're just
two
sharing
clicks.
the news.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty intense.
We actually had a lot of fucked up stories from my school. Like, I mean, it was a pretty. So the middle school and the high school are actually right next to each other.
Same where I went. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
I walked to like both. It was like pretty close.
Yeah, exactly. And then I lived like maybe a mile away from the middle and high school. But so in middle school, I was a band geek. I was in band.
Nerd.
I played the flute. Go figure.
Skin flute. Nah, in middle school I played the saxophone, so whatever.
Really?
I'm gonna edit that out, but I don't know how.
Good luck. You know, I kind of figured you was more of a clarinet player.
Clarinet, isn't that like not the most not cool one out of all of them?
Yeah, actually.
Mm.
Oh no, I think the tuba's pretty weird.
Whenever I hear tuba, that's all I think of is like just being Mexican. All I think of is just like like that's all I can think of when I hear tuba.
I think
I feel like it makes two sounds and that's it.
tu and ba.
Tuba. Yeah.
So you know, I don't even remember what this is from. I want to say it's like a Disney movie at some point.
Probably.
But you ever notice when there's like a fat person and they always play like the I think it's the same song you're trying to play actually.
Oh, this is like some Mexican shit. Like this is like
I'm trying to think of how it goes now. It's like that's not a tuba
that didn't sound like a wet fart.
Yeah, that too. You know what? I don't I don't even know if I could do this sound right now.
I think you're thinking of like
do 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 do. Is that it?
that's what I was just doing. I think you're thinking of like
Maybe that's it.
because like they can't see what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm going side to side as if I was just like waddling. I guess that's what it is, like a waddle.
They sound the same to me.
You literally repeated the same like tune that I was just doing.
Sorry. Okay, so, anyways, band nerd, all through middle school, and we had this band instructor who didn't do anything weird with the middle schoolers, But it did get found out that he had been sexting someone over at the high school.
Sexting, huh?
Oh, sexting.
See, like, well, I mean, yeah. I guess I'm gonna date myself when I say, like, you couldn't even in high school, like, texts weren't even a thing. Like, if you text, it was like, dude, I don't have fucking $20 extra to text you. It was like, and it was quick too. So I think it's kind of cool that you bring up high school too, because like, I don't even understand how the hell like we've always found each other in high school. But continue. Like, we'll get on with that later.
Well, he had also been sending, I guess, like, dick pics.
Nice, classy.
Yeah. And then we also
Wait,
had
so to the high school
to the
kids?
high school. Yeah. I don't.
So it was a male teacher.
Yeah, it was a male
Okay.
teacher to a female student. I
Hopefully.
mean, it could have been a male. Who knows? I'm not here to judge what you're into. But so then we also had at the high school a female chorus instructor who got caught banging a student in the choir room. Is that what it's called, a choir room? Yeah, the choir room.
Was it choir or band?
No, this one was choir.
Oh, well then, I'll say yeah. I'll allow it. Choir room.
Yeah, so she got caught. And she was married with kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
who caught her?
Another
Another student? Like,
So it was after hours, if I remember
The
the story
custodian.
correctly. It was the custodian.
nice.
And they were actually together for like a couple years after that.
The student?
The student and the teacher, yeah. So he was like a senior, I think. I'm pretty sure he was a senior or had like was about to graduate or whatever. So like he was older. Like he wasn't 16 or 15 or anything.
So he was 18.
Oh yeah, he was 18.
Oh, well then that's legal.
I mean, like age requirement wise, yes, but per like school policies, no.
It sounds like Donnie Burger.
Who?
Donnie fucking Burger, dude.
I don't know who that is.
You've never seen the movie? That's my boy.
Are you talking about the Greasy Strangler again?
No, not that
Okay.
fucking movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie where the kid, he's in like middle school or like he's early high school and he like knocks up his teacher, but they like stay together. This is a Donnie Burger like situation.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, all right, we need to school you up. That's a great movie.
I actually just started watching Happy Gilmore for the first time ever this past weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
We-
what was some of the movies that we watched that you'd never seen before? That was like, wait, we gotta watch. Oh, Bill and Ted. Did we watch that one?
Bill and Ted.
No, I was telling you about Bill and Ted. What were some of the movies that we watched when I was staying over for a while?
We always watch horror movies.
I know, but there was a couple that I was like, no, this is like a movie from a long time ago that like it's a classic and you need to watch it. Anyway, I don't fucking remember.
Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, fucking terrible ass movie.
But yeah, so and then we did have another one. R.I.P. because he's dead now.
All right. Well,
Unrelated.
you already like gave your respects off the bat, so I guess you can just say whatever you want now.
Yeah, so this teacher was super cool too. And
Wait, but this person's dead now.
yeah, he's dead now. Like he died, I want to say last year.
The old, or like a young death.
I want to say he was mid-30s, but he was a
Damn,
very
that's me. I'm gonna die soon.
he was very unhealtly. He was
Oh, okay.
very obese. But he
Oh.
was a nice person. Like he was really cool. He was probably one of the, better teachers. Mostly because he let me slide with like everything. Like I pretty much just showed up to class and I got an A. Also, the class was very easy. It was like agri-science.
What the hell is that?
Really? You're from Texas. You should know what agri-science is.
Well, okay, so on the outskirts of like town, there was like some of the high schools. They had like ag class,
Yeah.
but like coming from like the inner city, like they like we didn't have any of that shit. Like,
My high school wasn't even in like bumfuck Egypt or anything. Like we had a lot of people, but they had a agriculture class and then
like these
They
high
had,
schools
like-
had like cows and pigs and shit at the high school.
oh yeah, so this high school had like chickens and plants. That was about it.
So you had animals, all right.
Oh,
okay.
we had like a little fishery thing in the back too.
Okay, that's pretty intense.
The fishery thing was cool. Oh,
Another story just jarred your memory.
I'm not sure if I should tell this
And
one.
probably not.
Okay. Yeah, it goes
Continue.
along.
The obese fucking mid-30s dead guy.
Yeah. So he was really cool. I've talked to him all the time after class and stuff, and he never said or did anything inappropriate with me. But I guess he was apparently, and I could see this because she would always be
She,
also
there it
in the
is.
class, or like hanging out on his couch because he had a couch in his office.
Naturally.
And I feel like that's the sign. When you have a couch in your office, you're doing something there.
Really?
Yeah. I
Note
think
to
it's,
self, don't have couches because it makes people think things.
well, I think it's really weird when a teacher has a couch in their office.
So this teacher, like, they had their own office
Yeah.
outside of the classroom?
No, it was like inside of the class, but then it was like through another door.
Oh,
So it was
that's
like a,
got red flags all over it. He's got
right.
like a door to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Escape route.
But so I guess it came out later that this girl, I guess, told her friend that she was banging him. And then the friend was the one who reported it.
What a
And
bitch.
so there was, I know, right? What kind of friend does that? So I guess there
Because
was
she
like this.
said they were like hooking up, like he wasn't doing something,
And
like
she was also older. I don't know if she was 18 per se, but she was definitely old enough to know what she was doing. Like she was also a senior. Like all these stories are always of like seniors and teachers. So they're at least
oh,
18, more than likely.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the Houston game and Harden just knocked down the 4-point play. Anyway, sorry, continue.
That's it. I think that's all I got for high school besides.
Yeah, like we were just fucking bad. Honestly, like looking back, we were just bad kids. So there's like people like from high school that listen, like we were just bad. Like not in the sense of like that, but like we just were never there. We were just always out drinking and like I don't know, it was pretty crazy.
Oh no, I definitely skipped school just to go drink before with a friend. In fact, there was this one day, me and a friend went to Chick-fil-A because it's like an exit up from our school. So I drove to Chick-fil-A. We're skipping school. Like we went for breakfast and then we were waiting for like parents and everyone to leave the house. And then we would drive back to one of our houses and then like go lay out in the pool and drink all day. Well, as we are driving back, I pass my mom and she fucking sees me. I'm like, oh, we're so caught. Because, you know, I'm in that RAV4. It's very,
Bubbly and very noticeable.
oh, yeah, she knew. So she calls me and she's like, why the fuck isn't your ass in school? Like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, we were at Chick-fil-A. We're just running late, but we're on our way to school right now. Because, like, the school was in the same direction as our houses. So we ended up going to school just in case she checked.
That happened to me too one time. Like we're in a buddy of mine. Like he had a Jeep, and like could not wait for it to get somewhat warmer, and the top was down, and it was like when there's like more than 5 people in a Jeep, it's just like screaming like, "Look at me!" So yeah,
Was it 5 men?
it was guys, girls, like you didn't even need to know if we were skipping school or not. It was like, wow, look at that vehicle. They're up to no good.
Obviously.
Yeah. But so again, you know, you were talking about the high school relationship things, students. So again, I'm not at fault here for bringing this up because again, people post this shit all over online and everything. So there was a certain someone that had already graduated, left school, and came back as like a teacher, like a student. I don't even know. I don't even think that they had like a full blown like actual like like a degree or I don't know what it takes to become a teacher. Anyway, yeah, we're back there and ended up hooking up with a student.
Hmm.
And again, I haven't said anything else, but again, these assholes I went to high school with, fucking all over. Like I'm talking plastering the mug shot on. So
Dang.
but they came back to school as a teacher, I guess, quote unquote teacher, and hooked up with a student, and that got brought to the world's attention, and it made it to the news, and I mean that shit spread like wildfire. Like people were like, "Did you see so and so on the fucking news?" Like, and they were posting it. No shame. I love it. Looking back, I still talk to a lot of these people, but it's like, we were just like asshole kids who grew up to be asshole adults.
I don't think you're an asshole.
I think I am.
Well, I guess that's all that matters then.
Well, no, that's the thing. I think I'm an asshole because like I just say exactly what I want to say, and then everybody's always just trying to be nice to each other all the time. But I don't know.
I think you can definitely be blunt, but you're pretty tactful about it. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't like to hear what I have to say when they know it's the truth. Oh, that's what it is. You know what? I think that's what it is. The truth
It
hurts.
hurts. It really does.
So,
No one wants to know. No one wants to hear the truth.
no.
But we also had a teacher who
Oh,
went.
nice. They keep coming.
So we also had a teacher that went to my high school, graduated, and came back as a teacher. And he hooked up with a girl. They did not get caught.
Nice.
Although they did get questioned about it, but no one got arrested. No mugshots.
Oh no, these were full-blown mugshots on the damn news, repost to the Facebook, like all of it. I was like, damn. All right, no shame, you.
I don't think any of these people, aside from the weightlifting coach, I don't think any of those other like inappropriate relationship people, I don't recall any of them getting arrested. I also think though that the school I went to and that county like to try to keep things on the low low because they have a like really good rating or whatever, and so they're trying to keep that
They got a really
stigma.
big broom
Yeah. What
and a very big carpet.
does that even mean?
They swept it under the carpet.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Ooh, so speaking of inappropriate relationships,
Uh-oh.
please explain to me why I was sent a YouTube video
Uh-huh.
of a girl
A girl
crying and complaining
crying and
about
complaining.
the inappropriate relationship she was in on her Coast Guard boat. Did
Oh,
you find this or did Chappie find this?
that was full-blown, and I'm gonna call her out. Chappie McTruxsenstien Chapman.
How did she discover this video?
Actually, why haven't I found, I don't know. I don't know. She just full blown sent me the link, and she was just like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "How the fuck should I know?" Like, I don't know that person. I don't even know half the people who are actually on this damn thing. And I regret every second of that video that I watched. All 12 seconds of it, it was just, I don't even, you know what? Like, I could go off on it, but I don't even want to like give it the credit. Like, go watch this, blah blah
Oh no,
blah.
I'm not going to tell anyone her name or to go watch it. If they
Yes,
happen to Google this, whatever. I don't think anyone will, to be honest.
hopefully not. Because then that's more views. That's more fucking views than we're gonna get on just a pure like like just curiosity. Like I need to go see what this bitch was talking about.
Well, I can tell you what she was talking about.
Do it.
So our friend Chappie, our dearest friend Chappie,
Mm-hmm.
she sent me this YouTube video, and she told me that you told her to send it to me.
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm watching it. Excuse me. And at first, it's a vlog. It's this girl, probably our age, late 20s. And she's doing like a weekend trip to Seattle. And she's like going to all these places that are nostalgic to her and her husband.
It was kind of awkward though.
I'm
The places, it's like what?
Well, I'm sitting there watching it because I was given zero context. She was just like, hey, watch this video. So I'm watching it, and she's, talking about Seattle, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you sending this to me? And so she's like, just keep watching. And so I'm watching this video, and it gets to a part where they're like, where else should we visit? And her husband's like, we should go to Base Seattle, which is, where we work.
Yeah.
And so she gets there, and she sees her old unit, and she starts crying.
I don't get it.
And I'm just
I don't get it.
Why is she crying? So she's crying. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so emotional, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really explain anything.
And to top it off, I did see the part where it's like, okay, I need to explain, but didn't even explain anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess because she realized, I can get more views if I put this in a separate video. So.
Tactful.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, why did I just watch that? So then Chappie sends me the video where she's explaining why she was emotional in the previous
Sitting
video.
at the kitchen table with like a camera on a tripod pointed right at her by herself.
Yeah, I don't know. So she's sitting there talking about how bad she wanted to go to Antarctica and how there was only a couple of units that went to Antarctica and how she wanted this unit. And so she gets this unit and she gets in an inappropriate relationship. And like, girl, I can relate. Like, I'm not faulting
If
her
anybody can speak on it,
for that.
it's
me.
you. You know what's up.
Yeah. So like, I'm not faulting her for that. Like, I totally understand. And something good came out of it. She married this person. So obviously it was worth it. But it's the fact that she got in this relationship and people on the boat always talk. Rumors are always spread, but they're not rumors
If
they're
it's true.
So she's complaining about how these people would like, I guess, make passive aggressive comments about her and her man.
Yeah.
But I mean, so she was like getting upset.
But yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, like how it's true.
Yeah. So then she gets mad that her friend, I'm using air quotations there, her friend, I guess ratted her out for being in this relationship. And she was just like so butthurt. Oh, this girl is also a non-rate, by the way. So she was really butthurt that this petty officer, ratted her out. And she was like, oh yeah, this petty officer would be your friend until he became a petty officer. And I'm like, what? That's how the world works. So they get investigated. They admit to being in a relationship. They're told one of them will leave. And she's, she understands that part fine. But it gets to like the day that they're leaving for a patrol. And she finally gets kicked off the boat. They're like, hey, you're not going on patrol. Like, you're in an inappropriate relationship that you haven't ceased. Like, you got to go. And so she's just like crying and complaining on the internet about how shitty she was treated and how her command was awful and blah, blah, blah.
It's pretty black and white what's going to happen to you.
Yeah. And I mean, she even admits that she knew she was in the wrong. So I'm not really sure why she's complaining. So then she's crying about how she never got the chance to go to Antarctica, which was like her life's fucking dream.
It's only 10 grand. Just fucking pay for it.
Well, no, it's like 20 grand.
Well, I just saw an REI one. It's like,
oh, really?
The cheap one is like 8 grand.
That's honestly not that bad. People definitely pay more than that for other vacations.
Yeah, it's like, I was looking up because I was going to look something up. I just a quick.
Are you going to do a trip to Antarctica?
Fuck no.
So she then explains how she wants to go so bad. So she looked up the prices and it's like 20 grand for her and her husband. Oh, so yeah, I guess 10 grand each makes sense. So she's like showing this receipt. She's like, I had it reserved, but I couldn't afford it. So I didn't go.
So she didn't have it reserved.
Well, I don't know why she's even showing this receipt. Like, I don't understand why
I
that
could
even
build a
matters.
Lamborghini online right now and be like, hey, look, like, the world is so mean that I'm not a millionaire and I can't afford this car I built online.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense.
Well, so I leave a comment, and it was not personally attacking. It was not mean. It was just
I liked what you wrote.
Yeah, and I
It
screamed.
was the truth. Again, like, you see?
Yeah.
You're the asshole for speaking the truth.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm just really confused why you're on the internet very upset about something that you knew would happen. And that is the rule in the coast. Yeah, y'all have already established you're in the Coast Guard, right? Too late now. You know, that's the rule in the Coast Guard. So I don't understand what it is you're complaining about.
Mm-hmm.
And she deletes the comment. And I mean, I'm paraphrasing. That's not word for word what I said, but it's the gist.
Yep.
So she deletes the comment. I'm driving home from work and I get a notification on my phone. And it's the girl. She found me on Instagram and sent me a message. But, you know, you have to request to send someone a message. And I have to
If they're not your friend, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to accept or decline this. So I get the notice that she sent me the message, and I even screenshotted it. Thank God. But when I get home, I'm like, you know, I'll wait till I get home, obviously, because I'm like driving. So I get home, the message isn't there. She like rescinded it or
She probably
declined
read
it.
it like 15 times. It's like, okay, I probably shouldn't send this.
I am very curious to know what it would have said. But then she also watched my Instagram stories.
Did she follow you?
No, she didn't follow me.
No.
That'd be weird. But yeah, so that video was also part 1. So I'm assuming there's going to be a part 2, and I'm also assuming she's going to address.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be, you get a shout out. You're gonna get a shout out.
Yeah, so I thought it was super interesting and weird and just. Oh, but her husband's like still in the Coast Guard. And I know what unit he's at and everything. And I was just like,
Oh, we know who you are.
that's embarrassing. That's super embarrassing, honestly, for him.
I mean, that is kind of messed up. Like, you can't, like, I feel like that's kind of messed up, like, towards him. Like, a dude's still trying to, like, continue a career. Like,
Right. And
like-
then you got your wife going on the internet and being like, oh, I got kicked off the boat, even though I was supposed to be. Like, I got kicked off the boat. And although I missed the boat and I thought it was awesome. Because
But you
my
got to go to Antarctica.
Yeah, I did. I even said that. I was like, P.S. I got to go to Antarctica. I was like, and I understand. Like, I was in an appropriate relationship too, but Michael's giving me the evil eye because I don't have the same job as him, so I liked it. As he would say, I was a house cat.
A house cat.
Oh, it's fucked.
Oh yeah, that's one of the worser things to get called a shipwriter.
Yeah. I mean, at least I burned some trash and I almost got my face broken.
Yeah, speaking of which, that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go into that one.
No, that'll be for another day.
But me and Mike are heroes. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway.
As always.
Yep. But all right, we went all over the place, which I like. We're just rambling, and so I kind of sidebarred on how I was talking about how, you know, the high school thing, and there was no text. Like, I remember it, and you know, we still joke about it to this day. Me and my buddies, like, there'd be every weekend there was just insane parties. Like, there was always like 4 like kegs. Like, it was crazy. It was nuts. And like, looking back now as an adult, I'm like, how the hell did
How are
us
you
kids,
alive?
like, how the hell did us kids pull off like the shit that we did? But like, we joke about to this day still that we if we knew on a Friday, if we knew where the party was going to be on Saturday night, I remember clearly to this day reading MapQuest
Yes.
maps
Yes.
to get to this like party on the other side of town. And I mean, honestly, like, looking back, it was pretty fucking cool because like the internet was there, but there was no such thing as like, there wasn't a social media. Like, we met kids because, like, you know, San Antonio is big, like, it's a big city, so there was like high schools from all over, you know, like there was a lot of high schools. So like, it was pretty cool to like meet, you know, people from others IRL in real life. And, you know, like, meet up with all these people and like, you know, get directions and like partying all over town. And it was pretty nuts. Like, looking back right now as an adult, I was like, wow,
Talk about distracted driving when you're sitting
Like,
there reading a fucking piece of paper that you printed out for a map.
yeah, like fuck texting and driving, like, reading and driving, like.
And you'd have to like reset your odometer so you knew like how many miles before your turn was coming up.
Yeah, like it's like, oh fuck, what was that? What exit was
Yeah.
that? Like, shit, we gotta turn around. There's no turnaround. Like, oh fuck, now I'm in this neighborhood. It's like, oh dude, where are we? And then like you just had to figure it out. like,
I
like,
have so many high school parties I could talk about, but I mean, we'd be sitting here for like a solid another hour.
but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Is that like looking back right now as an adult, like as teenagers, like we pulled off some crazy shit. Like there was like we were still in high school. We were like, let's throw a Hawaiian themed party.
Oh, I love party
And
things.
like I'm telling like high school kids, we we went to Home Depot, bought bags of fucking sand.
Oh my God.
We made like a sand pit area. We had like blow up palm trees, and the kegs were in like these little pools. It's like one of my homegirls, we would actually like party at her crib like all the time. Like her mom was cool as fuck. Like we would just like party there, and I mean it was crazy. Like the cops would roll by and just kind of like flash their lights, just like quiet down,
Yeah,
and we'd quiet down for like
an
10
hour.
minutes. No, I'm talking like 10, 15 minutes. And then it would like rage out of control till like, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we'd end up at like the local, like drunken munchies, like food spot, AKA Taco Cabana. That's a Texas thing right there. It's a Tex-Mex late night it's fast food Mexican. Good. I mean,
I want to say I've actually been to one when I lived in Corpus Christi.
you've definitely been to one.
Yeah, on a drunken night after one of those mini parties.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, Corpus, yeah, it's a mini San Antonio.
I actually really liked Corpus. I thought it was fun, especially when you're under 21.
Oh,
They
that
do
was in.
not card.
Oh no, no. And it does get pretty wild there. Like spring break will get kind of crazy. Like that's
Oh,
because Port Aransas is like right there.
yeah, that's the station I was at, Port Aransas, and
Okay, well there you go. Yeah, Port A is fucking.
Party
Yeah.
Central for spring break. I don't even know why we did this. Actually, I didn't go, but they would take the truck and they would go because you could drive on the beach there,
Hmm.
and the guys at the station would take the truck and drive up and down the beach. And of course, they're in uniform, so you got all these fucking spring breaker drunk chicks seeing
Yeah.
men in uniform, and they're like flashing their titties at them, and they're loving it.
They
That's
know
the whole,
damn well what they're doing
Yeah.
and why they're there.
that's the whole reason they would even go do it.
Yeah. Same South Padre Island, same shit.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Port A's back then, it was like, we used to go down there all the damn time. Now I'd probably lose my mind. I could not handle that these days now.
No, yeah, I'm too old. You're too old. I got a baby.
Hmm.
Becoming a mom really changes your life.
I mean, yeah, kinda, right?
Yeah, no energy for that. Must be responsible.
So if you're at Port A, so then you would go to Corpus once in a while, or where did you lived in Port A, or
No,
you?
so I lived in Corpus, and then it was like
That's a fucking hike.
uh, yeah,
So Port A from Corpus,
it was like 25 minutes.
that's it. I feel like it was so much
Maybe it was 30, because I mean the 18-mile stretch alone is like 20 minutes.
because you wouldn't take the ferry, right? You drive around through like the island, they say.
Well, so yeah, I guess so. So I lived. God, this was so long ago. I don't even know. I lived somewhere in Corpus Christi.
You chose to live there, or that was where they made you live?
No, that's where I chose to live, because it's a station, so there was no like government housing or anything. Although there is a Navy base there, so I don't know why.
That's where I was for a
Really?
little while.
I like the sector.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I hated that fucking Navy base. I just don't like Navy bases.
This one was like depressing. Like it was like old and like
They're all depressing and old.
yeah, that's true too.
But yeah, so we'd always.
It's kind of like where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Like there's just buildings everywhere and like cars, but you don't see a single person.
Oh, I know. I actually kind of like that though, so I can walk down the sidewalk and not have to salute anybody.
I feel like it's a fucking zombie apocalypse happened in this area.
I swear to God, there's only one fucking rate on that base too, and it's MA. Their
I
little
don't even.
military police or whatever, the Navy police. I guess it's the equivalent of an ME.
Oh,
Those are the only people I ever see.
makes sense. They got like the boat, so they're just naturally there to just get people in trouble.
Yeah, we actually had a guy bring a, like, I guess he forgot his crossbow was in the back or something. They like straight up arrested him.
For that, that's not even like a thing.
Well, at like a
Is that
Coast
like?
Guard, I feel like at a Coast Guard base, they'd be like, well, you can't come on base, like go home and drop it off.
Well, I feel like that's not like. I mean, it is a weapon, but like, it's not a firearm, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I thought that's what like. Oh, whatever. So I couldn't even take. So if I were to have like my compound bow in my backseat of my truck,
Hmm.
I couldn't get in.
No.
What?
No.
A bow?
Yeah, correct.
What about like a really good slingshot?
I think that one might be okay.
Well, I don't know because they're deadly. You put a fucking ball bearing in that thing, and it's like.
Well, I mean, the slingshot, you could probably hide a little better.
So it's all about what you can get away with, not as opposed to like what is and isn't allowed.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if I had a taser in my car, do you think they'd arrest me for it?
No.
Or like OC spray, like pepper spray or something?
Well, I mean, that shit comes in like a keychain. You know, you can't get like a keychain 45.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. They're very strict.
I mean, it's not like I carry mine around with me, but now it's like I'm not even political, but like let's get fucking political, dude.
I'm
A
not kidding.
bow is not a gun. You know, whatever.
What is that from?
I don't know. People fucking protest about everything these days. So it's like,
They really do.
ah.
Did you, speaking of politics,
Oh no.
did you see those three moms that are suing New York? They're like
New York.
they're like anti-vax moms, like New York City. So you know how they're having
Oh,
like
is it like the kids
yes,
getting the shots and stuff?
yeah, they
Okay.
want their kids to not get the shot, but they're trying to require people to get the vaccine in order to be in like public spaces and shit.
Okay, I somewhat kind of heard about that.
Yeah, so they're suing, I guess, the city.
Hmm.
I'd be curious. to
But
see
I
how
mean,
far
isn't
this
that
goes.
like safe to like make sure you have your shots?
I feel like it's kind of common sense, really, to get the vaccines. But they're like so scared that the vaccines themselves make their kids sick or autistic, or that the vaccine gives them the disease. Which I mean, that's kind of the point of a vaccine.
Yeah, it's like the flu, right?
Yeah, that's
Kinda,
probably
like
why
it's-
everyone gets sick after getting a flu shot,
I don't know.
because it's supposed to be like a dead version of the virus, I guess.
I mean, just what is it like a slight exposure to it to like get you
Yeah,
there
to get you
or-
immune to it.
I don't know. I hate the news.
I hate anti-vaxxers.
Is that what we're calling them now? Hashtag anti what?
Vaxxers.
Vaxxers?
That's not even a new term. It's been around for a long time.
Oh, but did it have a hashtag before it though?
Well, I mean, the world didn't have hashtags. It was called a pound symbol.
Yeah, you know what? That's fucked up. Is that like that's not even what it is? But like, if you were to show that symbol to a kid right now, they'd be like, "Oh, that's a hashtag."
Yeah.
But like, no, it's fucking not.
I'm pretty sure it's called a pound symbol, is it not?
Yeah, because the other one's a star. Because like every time like I'm on like an automated thing, it's like push blah 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 push, and I'm like, wait, which one? And it's like, oh, they didn't say star, so it's obviously the other one. So it's like push pound.
Do you remember back in the day having landlines? Back in the day. Like, this was only like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm like dating myself, but it's not even that long ago. Like,
But you could, like, so you had like a landline phone and you talk to your friends.
yeah.
And someone would like prank call you or call you and you missed it. So you could do like star 69 or star 68 to like block your phone number to call people.
Yeah.
Oh, good old days.
Yeah, like that was like you had to I fuck I had a book Like I had a little book like with the A B C D E.
Like an address book.
Yeah, with like phone numbers of people. And like that's crazy. Like that was like the cool thing. Like, hey, how many numbers do you have in your book? But like I right now I could memorize I know my number, my home phone, uh
Your home phone. So like your parents still have a landline.
yeah, my parents'
Same.
house and my grandma's house still has a landline.
Mm.
So I mean that's been the same number since before I was probably born. So it's like over 30 years they have the same phone number.
Yeah.
And like my parents
Back when they had to use the
had it.
rotary phones.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a friggin' a rotary thing, you know. It's like you know.
Operator.
Oh, it wasn't a like, yes, connect me. I didn't have to like put the little knob to my ear and then like spin it a few times and then
Yeah.
they plug me in like
I can't remember what I was watching, but there was a clip somewhere where they took a rotary phone and asked some millennials to like use it, and they had no fucking clue.
they didn't even know they were looking at.
No, they knew it was like, I think they knew it was a phone, but they had no idea how to use it.
And what I don't like is that I fall into that category of millennial.
Yeah, like we are millennials, but we're not fucking stupid. I don't know. Like I still grew up knowing what a rotary phone was
Yeah, like
and how to use it.
and like I remember the internet being new.
Yeah, same.
Like my school had like a few computers that had it.
Fucking Oregon Trail, dude.
Oh, that was even before. That wasn't even like online or anything. And then little Susie getting bit by the damn rattlesnake. She was always the first to go.
R.I.P. Susie.
But like, I remember when the internet came out, the only like website I would go to, because like websites weren't even a thing. I'd go to NBA.com. Like, that was the only website I knew.
Like
when I was
basketball?
yeah.
I thought you weren't even a sports person.
What do you no? I'm watching basketball as I'm talking to you right now in the background.
You say all the time that you don't know anything about sports.
No, I say I don't know anything about football. Football.
Unless it's football.
Oh wow, that's racist because I'm Mexican. Because I'm Mexican, I know everything about soccer, which I don't. I don't even know how to play the game, and I would make a fool out of myself if I had attempted to even play. Wow, that.
Speaking of that, when you opened your Christmas present from me, what was your first reaction?
I was like, I looked at Mike. I was like, it was the. Although I ate the shit out of him.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It was a bag of like the Mexican, like it was cacahuates. Like you gave me a bag of fucking peanut, like chili powdered peanuts, and the oh
It
man
was
the
like a lollipop that was awesome.
yeah, so it was
Chili
like so
powder or
those were
something.
the elote. So it was like it's a corn underneath, but it has like the Lucas powder on the outside. So if you're Mexican, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you even know what the hell like Lucas powder is, it's like the Lucas on the outside and this like hard candy shaped like a corn on the cob, but tastes nothing like a corn on the cob. So yeah, I was like, okay, like wow, that was racist. But I'm gonna eat the shit out of these only because it's tasty
Uh-huh.
and not in my blood to just naturally like this.
Oh, okay. And I didn't mean it in like, you know that it's not racist, but
No, not at all. I know. I was like, oh, like I'm gonna get this fucker this.
so I
Like,
was getting y'all's Christmas presents together, and I was like, and I remember being on the boat with you, and he'd always eat some fucking snack. Like you're always
ew,
eating something.
Werther's disgusting. That's
No,
the
not
worst.
Werther's.
You gave him
Oh
he had
yeah,
a giant bag.
he
I
likes
hate
Werther's.
those.
Well, cause I like Werther's, and so I had
That's an old people
I
candy. Those are so gross.
I'm ready to be a grandmother already because I fucking love Werther's. So I had like a few bags of Werther's on the patrol, and he'd always ask me for the Werther's. So I was like, you know,
Is that what sparked the Werther's? Was the spark between y'all?
yeah, totally. He was like, hey, can I get some of your Werther's? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
And you gave all your Werther's up.
Oh, yeah, I did. So anyways, so, so I'm at the store, and I'm like, fuck, I know Dan is obsessed with popcorn, obviously. But like,
Obvi.
what kind of candy can I get him? Like, I don't
I'm
remember.
gonna say I was sad as fuck when I didn't have any goddamn popcorn.
Okay,
in
well,
that
Nick was supposed to give you the second box,
I didn't get shit.
which was supposed
We
to have
didn't get shit.
coffee and popcorn.
I needed hot Cheetos, popcorn, beef jerky, and ramen.
I did send you beef jerky though.
You sent him beef jerky, and then
No, that beef jerky was for you. I
Oh.
said that the whole box was like.
well,
y'all's
he
food
shared
stuff.
anyway. So
Okay, good.
I wanted to try some. That's what I kept saying. He'd open a new bag of beef jerky. Hey, yo, hey, let me try that.
Well, either way, so I'm like, I see this candy, and I'm like, oh, he is Mexican.
And the fucking logo is so like it's like this like cartoon like Dora, but the male version of this like Aztec warrior fucking like costume. I'm like how did this like cartoon character make it to like the cover of this candy?
Well, I didn't even notice the cartoon.
Oh, I did.
Well, I was like, well, then I was thinking, you know, you're obsessed with sriracha.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, spicy candy. That seems fitting enough, I guess. And then I got you a Bob Ross mug because I could have sworn we were talking about Bob Ross a lot.
Yeah, I love the dude. It's in the shop right now.
Oh, nice.
I drink out of it.
And then because we like horror stuff,
The
Actually-
book of haunted places.
I was going to say, wasn't there like an Aztec temple on the cover too?
I think it was like a chart map.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. I don't even remember.
A chart map? Is that even a thing? Is that how you even call it? Or is it just a chart?
I think it would just be.
I think a chart and a map are two different things.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, because you'd call it a water map if it was a chart.
Yeah, but like
But
when
that's
you
like what people say to make fun of people who like charts.
but when you chart something, do you say chart it on the chart?
Well, you wouldn't say map it on the chart.
Well, wouldn't you say chart it on the map? Is what I'm saying.
Chart it on
You know,
I don't know. My brain's melting right now.
because like when you would get like the position of a boat when you're non-rate at a station, and you'd have to put it on the map, which we called charts. But wouldn't you say chart it on the map?
I don't know. I never did that. You'd
Oh.
plot it. Boom, roasted.
Michael's absolutely right. You plot it on the chart.
Boom.
This is why you should have been on
From-
the podcast.
From the background. He can't.
You can't take it anymore.
Fucking quit!
He needs a break. He needs a break and a beer.
That's okay. I'll stand in for you any day. I have tons of stories, but we'll have to wait till the next time.
Yeah, and with that said, we're coming up on an hour already.
Really? I actually feel like it's been longer.
Really? I feel like we just got rolling.
Oh man, I was so scared. I was like, fuck, it's probably an hour and a half already. Like he's gonna want to wrap it up. But
Nah,
no.
this is about the time where we're kind of like, all right, it's enough to,
Yeah.
not annoy the shit out of people long enough to where they're like, all right, oh, what the hell was that? Is that gonna fucking come up on it? What?
Is it like you have a virus?
Virus detected.
You put a virus on my computer?
It's from when Aaron was watching porn on it.
Probably.
What? What are you talking about?
Remember Aaron used your laptop at some point and you were like, are you watching fucking porn?
See, so it wasn't
Yeah,
me.
totally.
I was genuinely trying to like get this recording shit to go, and then you got Aaron over here putting porn on here. So that's where the real viruses came from.
Does Aaron listen to this podcast?
He says he does, but I doubt it.
That he does or does not?
That he does.
Y'all talk a lot of shit about him, and there's so many things that you could say some more of.
I know. God, we keep saying we're gonna get him on, but like,
Yeah, I need him to be on this.
yeah.
I
we
need
we need a drunk Aaron on
I was gonna
here.
say you've got to go buy some White Claws, get him White Claw wasted, and then put him on this podcast because everyone will immediately unsubscribe.
Well, then no, I don't want to do that.
Just kidding.
Well, no, all right. So check it out. Here's the idea that I brought it up to Mike. I want to have a list. We're gonna talk about certain stories in particular, like me and him. Both our sober, or we're always both out drinking, whatever. But like our point of view from the night, and if our stories are pretty similar, so then obviously that's what happened. That's one episode, and then bring him on immediately, and
Ask him his version
the
of
exact same stories, and then have his version of it.
Because like we
It
need to
will
know.
be not. It won't even be the same story whatsoever. Like, this is what I can think of. So from the movie, please tell me you've seen Beer Fest.
Yes, a long time ago.
So you know the part where the one guy gets super drunk. They're playing that game. What is it? Asshole. Is that what it is? Asshole.
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's a drinking game. And in his mind, dude's like fucking wearing a tuxedo. Like, all the girls are all over him. And he's just like, he's the fucking man. And then
That's Aaron.
it recaps and it shows what actually happened. The dude's just like a slobbery mess. Like, it gives the before, or like, his version and then the actual version. That's what I want. I want. And I think it'd be pretty good.
I agree.
His voice alone, I think, is just gonna. I don't even know if people would listen.
I can't even reenact.
I'm gonna have to like turn his mic down a little bit.
Oh yeah. And also make sure you speak loudly so he can hear you so he doesn't go, "Huh?"
Well, if for whatever reason, if we don't have another set of headphones, I will give him mine so he can listen.
And also so you don't have to hear him in your ears.
I'll probably just be wearing fucking earplugs.
That might just be the way to go.
All right. So, any last words? Anything you wanna throw out there?
Not really. I mean, if I'm on the podcast ever again, I have plenty of other stories to share, but thank you for having me on and letting me take Michael's place.
Absolutely. You know damn well you're gonna be on again, and we do have an option for 4 mics, so it could maybe be me, Mike, Truxy, Aaron, and that would be a fucking treat.
Hell is what you mean.
Yeah, that too. So, all right, well, it was fun. I'm glad we got you out here.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
mentioned you a few times, and now you, the listeners, heard the voice of Truxy, aka Tracy. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up.
All right.
All right, thank you all for listening. Have yourself a good night.